The Queensland Improved Production Racing Championship proudly brought to you by motorsportzone.com, carselling.com.au and Yokohama Tyres. Round number one this weekend at the famous Morgan Park here in Queensland. And well, there's been a lot of pressure to get cars ready for the start of the season. A lot of pressure on new drivers coming through, a lot of pressure on some new cars coming through with new combinations. And no more pressure than that man there, Justin Wade, this weekend. Well, qualifying was a fast and furious affair with everybody on the limit very early on. You can see Dave Walden there coming through. And of course the new driver in the Dave Walden Mazda RX-8, Bruce Henley, all the way from Victoria. Well, as you can see, once again, drivers on the limit trying to find the most in their cars, and this guy was really on the money all weekend as well. Duke's having a great run in the BMW. And so is this young fella, young Wade in the Honda. Watch out, he was on fire in qualifying. But outright qualifying, Justin Wade in the BMW was on pole with Bruce Cook, David Homer, Graham Wilkinson in the Escort, then Bruce Morgan, Steve Jukes, Daniel Clift, Rod Lynch, Warren Skelton and Bruce Henley rounding out the top 10. Qualifying for the under 2 litre cars, David Walden, the RX3 would take pole with Darcy Wade, Scott Dean, Troy Maven, Ewan Johnson, Ian Williamson, Mark Hyde, Greg Hartnett, David Doubleday and Ken Moffat rounding out the top 10. Well, the crowd was building, ready to watch the first round of racing. It was going to be Justin Wade on the front row who would, he wouldn't have it all his own way, as you can see. Here is the car of Bruce Cook lining up beside him. That car is rapid off the line and will be very, very hard to pin back as we go green for the first time. In-car camera with Justin Wade in the BMW, and Justin gets away to a great start. Oh, Cook away on the inside, does get the jump on the start and leads him into turn number 1. The field now make their way through, and you can see a few of the drivers who haven't qualified that well making their way through from the back of the pack. Well, it was a great weekend for Light. Now, a lot of guys had a lot of work to do, including the 2 guys coming off the back of the pack. Peter Drahane in the Mazda RX-3. What a great shot from him as he brakes heavily down into the turn. Look at the run from Gramond on the outside. The big V8 around the outside does a fantastic job of keeping in front. Replay at the start, as you can see, that car of Bruce Cook is lightning fast off the line, but the little Mazda RX-3 of David Walden getting gobbled up by the field as they drove past. Big effort by him now with that new drivetrain. In fact, he's rebuilt the 10A and runs that car as an under 2 litre car. Back now again with Justin Wade now, chasing down the nimble Escort of Bruce Cook. As you can see, Cook's car just very wide, trying to get the power down. Justin Wade in the big V8 M3 down the inside, gets the job done under brakes. And that was all Bruce Cook was going to see of that. He was nothing there that he could have done about the braking potential of that fantastic, well-engineered BMW of Justin Wade. Look at this, the pace of these guys down the main straight, unbelievably quick. They really are pushing hard. There's Dukes coming by on board now with the car of David Homer and the little Suzuki Swift. This is a rapid little car. Look at him as he has a big dive down the inside of the Jaeger performance car of Wilkinson, and Wilkinson didn't have an answer to the little Suzuki under brakes. Unbelievably deep under brakes as he went through that corner, and now he winds the little car up. We hear back here Troy Maven now in the 21 Escort. The back shot of his as we have that fantastic car of Brett Batterby's, the M3 behind him. Here we are with Batterby again now. Batterby under brakes, big dive down the inside. Will he get the 2 of them? No, he only gets the 1, and Maven had to yield. Look at the battle in front. These guys are close. Maven back up on the inside now. He'll have the long way around into this right-hander. He won't be able. Oh, this side by side, was there a touch? I don't think so. They roll out to the edge. And I tell you what, this is great driving by Maven, but he's going to have to go defensive next time down into the corner. Here we come. Look at this car. Here's Gramond, Jason Gramond now, down the outside on the front straight. Cannot have a substitute for cubic inches in a straight line. Well, the field comes down. Gramond's got the lights on. He's got a lot of work to do. He had a a not so pleasant qualifying, and now he's got to run from the back of the field through. Car's getting a little loose as the tyres start to disintegrate. Again, we're looking at Batterby's car from the back end from Troy Maven, and Batterby, he is having a look. I'll tell you what, if he leaves the gut down here, Batterby's going to have a big dive, and there's nothing. Oh, there he goes down the inside, and he left that gap open. And again, Maven leaves that gap down the inside, and Batterby just had a riddle run. Here we go. This should be with it should be the car of Batterby. As we go to the replay now, you can see Batterby now grabbing that top gear down the inside, big dive under brakes, gets the job done, and nearly into the back of Gramond as they make their way through that right-hander. He was deep under brakes. Looks like he's short shifting the gearbox there. We'll have to watch that. He looks like he may have a problem. We're looking at Justin Wade now, watching Bruce Cook coming from behind. Cook's very nimble little Escort. This car is turbocharged and an awful lot of horsepower in it. It's got very much the 80s technology of Sierras, but now running in the 70s technology of the Escort. So power to weight ratio, a big advantage for him as he makes his way, lifting that left-hand front wheel. Again, we're with the car of Batterby. Look at this great footage. Yeah, again, Maven back on the inside. This is a great battle between these two. They're having a cracker run. The clean-up BMW being outgunned down into the braking area on the front straight. And again, Maven doing a fantastic job of driving the wheels off this little blue Escort. What a drive by him. Again, we're catching up with Peter Drime here as he makes his way through the back part of the circuit. The Mazda RX-3. Oh, there goes the car of Williamson. Blows by up the inside. This is a rapid little Toyota Spirit, and it's such a good handling package. There's not very much you can do about him when he's on fire. Again now. Look at him. Probing down the outside, this battle again between Batterby and the car of Maven. This is a cracker battle, it really is. Again, he dives back up on the inside. Problems now for the car of Maven. But look at this, Justin Wade out front, Bruce Cook doing the chasing. And a great run here from our guy all the way from New South Wales, and Bruce Morgan, who's done a great job in the Tamex car. He really has been on fire. Skelton now, Warren Skelton. But there's that car, there's that little Yaris of Dean, and there's our Victorian driver in the Mazda RX-8. He's doing a fantastic job this weekend as well. Again, look at Hyde. He is really on the money, pushing his hard again. And there's that little Toyota again, driving with a great look at the back. Doubleday, doing a great job now of keeping in touch with these guys. And the car number 60, that is the car of Ewan Johnson, sorry. And again, we look at the car of Wright coming through. Another one of the back markers in this field who's doing a great job. Well, David Walden, talk about how quick this little RX-3 is. This is a 10A and it's not a 12A, so he's running in the under 2 litre category. He's rebuilt that engine for the weekend. It'll be big under brakes. This car's very light, very nimble. He gets down the inside. Does he get the job done? He does. So he gets down to a cliff on the way into the corner. And the high torque Commodore, well, he'll have the run out the outside. The horsepower in a straight line will basically even that up. But look at these side by side as they come down. The right hand is coming up and he gets through, so David Walden gets the job done on the little RX-3. Well, he's got to get more than that done because he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Here's Peter Drime again, chasing that car of Ian Williamson, the Spreader. And problem for Williamson, spears off the track. Now that was just, I don't know whether you're going to be too hot for the corner. He's had a big bit of brake fade, but he has gone out in the mulga. That will be the end of his race too, unfortunately. Cliff chasing that car of Wild, and there's Skelton again in the RX-7. And there's that man, young Darcy Way, doing a great job, leading away some very, very, very fancy competitors in a car that is a front-wheel drive and also under 2 litre car. Well, look at this battle now, Drime onto the back of Hyde. He's closed in, he's had his head down, he's got the job done, so he blows around the outside. So either there's a problem with Hyde's car or Drime's found some pace, but he is well drilling the money so far, doing a great job. Well, under brakes now, look at this. Again, we are with the car of Batterby's. He pulls up to the back of Dean. Under brakes, gets that job done down the inside. As he comes through the traffic, he has got that Mazda RX-8 and Bruce Henley in front of him. And there's Darcy Wade again. Look at the pace of this little Honda Integra. What a great little unit. It really is a great handling car, the Mitre sponsored car, doing a fantastic job. Again, look at Maven. Dives down the inside of the car of Douglas, gets that job done. But will he have the pace on the outside? I think he does. Look at this, as the field now starts to lap some of the slower guys in the traffic. They're all starting to line up behind. This is a cracker race. Everybody making their way through the right hand at the end. Well, this is Bruce Cook, that inside footage of Bruce. He is busy as chasing the car of Justin Wade down. And as you can see, Bruce is really pushing hard to stay in contact with a very well sorted BMW of Justin Wade. Cook, deep under brakes, goes down the outside, setting himself up for the run back on the inside. The double fade, trying to get a little bit of, trying to play peekaboo with Justin Wade, as he knows Justin's probably driving a bit conservatively. If he can get up on the inside, I think he's got the horsepower to run with him. Is he going to have a run under brakes? He had a look there. Justin closes the door. You can see how close Bruce Cook is as he makes his way through that right-hander. And I'll tell you what, Cook will not let this go. He will have a red-hot crack at Justin Wade. All he's got to look at him lifting that left-hand front wheel through that right-hand, to that left-hander. He is pushing hard. Again, look at Wade here. Young Darcy Wade chasing Skelton. A very much different power-to-weight ratio. Here we come, Batterby through that fast right-hander. Back to the gearbox. Pulls the car up, gets it turned in. He is pushing hard. Oh, grabbed the wrong gear. Compressed the car around, and way she does, she's locked up and spun, and he has got a lot of work to do now to get back into this race. He has had a major problem. Looked like he grabbed the wrong gear. Looks like he's been short shifting that car, and he's got a problem with the gearbox, but that was a major problem for him. Now that's really put pay to what would have been a great race for him. Look at Cook. They're trying to find their way past Doubledays to make their way through. There's that car of Morgan, the Temex Commodore. He's doing a fantastic job here this weekend. There's Skelton going through into the right-hander, and again Wade is all over the back of that car. He's punishing it. Again, the car there, the Electromaster Mazda RX-8 of Bruce Henley. The car at David Walden, we would normally see him in, but he's in the RX-3 this weekend. Here we are, car number 92 with David Homer in the fire-breathing little Suzuki, all over the back of the big V8 Commodore through the back part of the circuit. And he's got a great run down the back, gets down out the inside, gets all the power down, and he dives under brakes back again with Justin Wade. Heading towards the right hand around to the back of the circuit, and basically nearly near the end of the race for Justin. He'll go through the change of direction here, checkered flag will be on the way, and Justin Wade will take the first race today. A great result for him. Great run from the front row of the grid. A strong run by Justin Wade. Justin Wade takes the checkered flag. Bruce Cook comes home in second. David Homer will come home in third. Graham Wilkinson fourth. Daniel Clift, Warren Skelton, Bruce Henley, Warwick Douglas, Brett Butterby and Peter Rahane comes home in 10th. In the under 2 litre cars, David Walden comes home in first, Darcy Wade second, Scott Dean comes home third, Greg Hartnett, Troy Maven, Ewan Johnson, David Doubleday was down a lap, and Mark Hyde and Ian Williamson were non-finishers. Those two highlights now on track, and as you can see, well, the battle up front again was between Bruce Cook and the car of Justin Wade. And again, this time Justin Wade gets the upper hand on the start, but it was on for Young and Old behind him. Have a look at that car of David Walden's. He was going to really feature throughout race number 2. A couple of cars from English in the back of Lynch in this car. Look at this action here. Oh, there goes the car of Bruce Henley. And he had a major problem, causing a huge kerfuffle in the middle of that race, and there's cars out everywhere. Dean affected by that result as well. There's that car of Homer. There's the young fella, the young Clift at the wheel of the Commodore. These guys were driving the wheels of these cars. Here again, Bruce Cook. Problems for him. He'll have a turbocharger problem, which will put him out not only for this race but the rest of the weekend. Well, look at the action of these cars. They're really pushing hard. 51 running through Ewan Johnson. Oh, look at this. Jukes having a big look up onto the back. He is punishing the car in front of him. He's really good under brakes in the BMW. A great handling package. Again, we are with David Walden as he bounces the car over the ripple strip, trying to get down the inside of Clift, and the little RX-3 just didn't have enough room to nick down the inside. Well, there's a bumper bar for car down there. Wonder where that is from. We'll find out later on throughout the footage. I'm sure that the debris on the racetrack was causing some degree of issue. Well, look at this. The rest of the field running through, that is the car of Henley, and that's where the bumper bar is off the RX-8 of Henley. Have again Walden down the inside of Cliff. Can he get the job done? He bounces the car again up on the ripple strip, gets down the inside this time and gets the job done. There's how close Cliff was on the exit as he tries to find a way onto the back and around the outside of that car of David Walden again. Skelton having a great run mid-pack ahead of the Audi. We're just with Darcy Wade now, some in-car footage as he finds his way up the outside of Hedges Racina there. And I tell you what, this is a tremendously nicely balanced car. This Racina's got good horsepower on that RX-7. Skelton having a moment with this Racina. There he is. Got the car all loose, and again the field powers up along the inside. Dukes will get him as well. So a lot of cars run by as Skelton got a little wide. The RX-3 now of David Walden. Look at the momentum as he comes down the inside of that fire-breathing little car, and that's all you can see. Homer seeing the back end of the RX-3 disappear, and that car is very well sorted. Little 10A doing a great job. Troy Maven now looking backwards at Dukes. Maven having a big moment. Car getting loose on the edge of the corner. Comes back around and Dukes will fly out the inside. There goes Skelton as well. But it was all Justin Wade out front again. Justin Wade will take the checkered flag. And again, race number 2 was all about that BMW. So race 2, Justin Wade and Daniel Clift would share the honours with David Homer, Graham Wilkinson, Jason Gramond, Tony Isaracina, Stephen Dukes, Warren Skelton, Warwick Douglas and Brett Batterby rounding out the top 10. In the under 2 litre cars, David Wald in the RX3 will take the honours from Darcy Wade, Greg Hartnett, David Doubleday and Ewan Johnson, with both Troy Maven and Ian Williamson and of course Scott Dean non-finishers. Well, race 3 highlights now. Green lights come on and away the guys go, and it will be of course a great run. We're looking at here at, well, that's a fantastic run here. Jason Gramond, look at him down the outside again, and that car is he's finally found some form in the car. He had a terrible qualifying, but he's put himself up to the pointy end come race time. Stephen Dukes now carries the onboard Camry. You find him up the outside, gets a little loose trying to find a way around the car of Isaracina, but there was no way there that he was going to get enough traction run. Look at that car at home again, that little Suzuki Swift. It is just such a potent little weapon in a straight line. The field comes through and Justin Wade will just gap the rest of the fields throughout this race. They won't see very much of the BMW. He will just disappear into the night as the field make their way through. Some great results here. The 62 then of Ian Johnson. He had a better run this time and gets a little bit better run in the traffic. Have a look at Walden again, taking Grenond on. Down the inside, he's got this RX3 handling so well. Grenond and the Commodore, just too much straight line speed. You cannot substitute for cubes. He's got to come across and cover that line, but he doesn't. And have a look at this, down the inside again. Walden sticks his nose in there. Grenond gives him enough room to make the pass, and then he'll fight back on the inside. Does he have a look down the inside? No, he doesn't. Walden gives him enough room, runs a car wide, but does hold that position. Gives him a wave, thanks him for the run, but it was all Justin Wade out front. He was just too good on the day. They really were having problems seeing anything as he drove off into the night. Here's Dean having a big look under brakes, gets down the inside Isaracina. Tyres must be punishing the RX-7 Isaracina by this late stage. There's Skelton again, having a great run in the RX-7. And the car of Cole Eberl in the Audi, well, this car's got some development. I can tell you what, when they get it sorted, it'll be a great car to watch. Here we are with Brett Batterby again, chasing the car of Greg Hartnett, the Pulsar Triple S. As he dives down the inside, gets that job done. Exits the corner, gets a little loose on the outside, grabs another gear and disappears up the thing. Look at this battle now between Jason Gramond and also the car of Graham Wilkinson. A David and Goliath battle. Ford versus Holder, but not really fair. And as you can see, the pace here of Williamson, just too good for the Audi as they race through. Checkered flag time. I tell you what a great one. Justin Wade again would take the honours. Well, the Motorsport Zone outright cars again. Justin Wade, the BMW from Jason Gramond. Then Graham Wilkinson, Tony Isaracina, David Homer, Stephen Dukes, Warren Skelton, Brett Batterby, Warwick Douglas and Bruce Henley round out the top 10. In the under 2 litre cars, brought to you by carselling.com.au, David Walden in the RX3 will take the honours from Greg Hartnett. Troy Maven in the Escort. Ian Williamson will round out the finishers, with Scott Dean and Ewan Johnson declared non-finishers. We'll cross now to our winners, Justin Wade and David Walden.
No, we had a good weekend. Yeah, we got pole, and we got 3 from 3 wins. The Rhino Insurance BMW performed brilliantly all weekend. Didn't have to do a lot to it, just chased a few little suspension items, but no, it was a great weekend and a credit to the start of the year. It's good, a good kick along, I should say. But yeah, great. No, we're pretty blessed that we run this late model car and it's reasonably low maintenance. We did a lot of prep over Christmas because we've already had Bathurst a couple of weeks ago. So all our prep went in prior to Bathurst. So to come here, we really just had to, wash the car and fuel it up and turn up.
Are you looking forward to the rest of the year?
Yeah, I am actually. This is set a good start to the year, and so hopefully we can do well again this year. So yeah, I'm really keen.
Very, very happy. Car went really well this weekend. Faster than I expected. Come second outright as well. It's fair to the little 12A that's in it, and Simon O'Dell Fontana's building of the engine. Excellent. Just to freshen up with the motor, we took it down to Bathurst and it lost a bit of power, and Simon pulled it apart and found where it was losing some power, so rebuilt it, put some new seals in it, and now she's flying.
Well, that wraps up all the action from Morgan Park. I hope you've enjoyed today's coverage. Keep in mind the next time we go racing will be at the end of this month and the 1st of May when we join everybody again at Queensland Raceway for round number 2 of the Queensland Improved Production Racing Series. Join us then when we get again a chance to go trackside with some great cars. Brought to you by the guys from motorsportzone.com, carselling.com.au, and of course the guys from Yokohama.